Starting in 5 seconds. I have vivid memories of my visit to your country a few years back in my capacity as Minister of Industrial Development in the Government of India. I am looking forward to renew my acquaintance and to witness the great strides which the people of Hungary have made in the past few years in various fields of social and economic life. We in India have always admired the indomitable spirit of your people, their courage and determination for building a better and brighter future for themselves. The emergence of a new economic social order in Hungary after liberation from the Nazi domination and the rapid all round progress made in a short span of time despite considerable odds and difficulties has opened new vistas of economic and social progress at home and a valuable role abroad in the cause of promoting world peace and international cooperation. In this context, my wife and I feel particularly privileged to be with you as your guest in a historic year which marks the 30th anniversary of your liberation from the Nazi rule. 28 years ago, India became independent after long years of colonial rule, and we embarked upon the exciting adventure of building a new India and making freedom and economic justice a reality for the people of our country. Since independence, there has been a steady transformation in the national economy and the lives of our people, and yet much remains to be done in the context of the size of our population and the magnitude of our problems of development and growth, we can only claim to have laid the basis for modernization and progress. We have faced many challenges, and we know that each new challenge strengthens our will and determination to build a new India, democratic, secular, and socialistic India. The people of India have resolutely rebuffed any efforts of the reactionary forces to bring about political confusion and economic chaos in the country. Under the present national emergency, the country has rallied behind the government in its efforts to safeguard unity and stability. The new economic program currently being implemented in my country has already produced encouraging results which have brought relief to millions of people in the country. We have greatly appreciated your positive understanding of recent development in India and the support for the measures adopted by my government for the betterment of the people. It has been a matter of considerable satisfaction to us in India that the last quarter of a century of our bilateral relations has been marked by cordiality, understanding, and ever growing cooperation between our two countries. Happily, there are no issues or problems between us, and we are united in a common endeavor of promoting peace, justice, and equality throughout the world. We value greatly the bilateral cooperation which has grown between our two countries, particularly in the field of trade and economic relations. I have followed with great interest the work done so far by the Joint Hungarian Economic Commission, and I am convinced that the future holds out promising possibilities of further expansion and diversification of our bilateral relations. In Europe, an event of historic significance has taken place, the successful conclusion at Helsinki of the Conference on European Security and Cooperation at the summit level has opened a new chapter of peaceful coexistence and cooperation in the hitherto conflict ridden continent of Europe. Hungary, which has stood so often at the crossroads of the history, can legitimately take pride in the fact that the call for such a meeting went forth from this capital city of Budapest, so famed in legend and history. We are also fully aware of the important contribution made by your government and leaders in the long and protracted deliberations that led to the signing of the historic documents at Helsinki. While we welcome this positive development in Europe, it is our earnest hope and expectation that the trend towards peace and relaxation of tensions would spread to all the regions of the world and benefit all countries, developed and developing, big and small. In the context of Asia, we welcome the decisive victories of the Vietnamese and the Cambodian peoples and the progressive changes which are sweeping through Southeast Asia. In our part of the world, India has consistently endeavored to promote harmonious relations based on a spirit of cooperation and not confrontation, on a spirit of mutual trust and not hostility and suspicion. We are convinced that the faithful and scrupulous implementation of the Shimla Agreement provides the best framework for durable peace in the subcontinent. Ever since its independence, India has been committed to a policy of preserving and consolidating peace all over the world and promoting solutions of international problems in a peaceful manner. Let us hope that through our efforts and those of other peace loving countries, we shall be able to promote a new international environment conducive to the consolidation of peace, justice, stability, and progress throughout the world, and this should be lasting forever. Stop.